Welcome to the second video in our series on navigating the probate process. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the idea of starting probate proceedings, you're not alone. The legal complexities, the paperwork, and the emotional weight can make it seem like an impossible task. But don't worry, this video is here to guide you, step by step, through the process of initiating probate. We'll break down exactly what you need to know, from gathering essential documents to selecting the right executor, filing the probate petition, and notifying beneficiaries and creditors. By the end of this video, you'll be equipped with the knowledge and confidence to begin probate proceedings and handle any challenges that may come your way. Let's get started on making this process smoother and simpler for you. Step-by-step guide to initiating probate proceedings. Initiating probate proceedings can be a complex and overwhelming process, especially for those who are not familiar with legal matters. This step-by-step guide aims to provide a clear and concise overview of the necessary steps involved in starting the probate process. Gather important documents. The first step in initiating probate proceedings is to gather all the important documents related to the deceased individual, including their will, death certificate, financial records, and any other relevant paperwork. 2. Identify the executor or personal representative. The next step is to identify the executor or personal representative of the estate. This person is responsible for managing the probate process and ensuring that the deceased individual's assets are distributed according to their wishes. 3. File a petition with the probate court. The executor or personal representative must file a petition with the probate court in the jurisdiction where the deceased individual lived. This petition should include the death certificate, the original will, if one exists, and any other required documentation. 4. Notify beneficiaries and creditors. Once the petition has been filed, the executor or personal representative must notify all beneficiaries and creditors of the deceased individual's passing and the initiation of probate proceedings. 5. Inventory and appraise assets. The next step is to inventory and appraise the deceased individual's assets. This includes determining the value of their real estate, personal property, investments, and any other assets they may have owned. 6. Pay off debts and taxes. Before any assets can be distributed to beneficiaries, the executor or personal representative must pay off any outstanding debts and taxes owed by the deceased individual's estate. 7. Distribute assets to beneficiaries. Once all debts and taxes have been paid, the executor or personal representative can distribute the remaining assets to the beneficiaries named in the will or determined by the probate court. 8. File final accounting with the probate court. Finally, the executor or personal representative must file a final accounting with the probate court, detailing how the deceased individual's assets were distributed and any expenses incurred during the probate process. By following these steps and seeking guidance from legal professionals when needed, individuals can navigate the probate process with confidence and ensure that their loved one's assets are distributed according to their wishes. Gathering necessary documentation and information. One of the first and most important steps in navigating the probate process is gathering all the necessary documentation and information related to the deceased individual's estate. This crucial step ensures that the probate process can proceed smoothly and efficiently. Here are some key documents and information that you will need to gather. Death certificate. Obtain multiple copies of the death certificate, as it will be required for various aspects of the probate process, including notifying financial institutions and government agencies. 2. Will. Locate the original copy of the deceased's will, if one exists. This document will outline how the deceased wanted their assets to be distributed and who will be named as the executor of the estate. 3. Trust documents. If the deceased had a trust, gather all trust documents, including the trust agreement and any amendments. These documents will provide guidance on how the trust assets should be distributed. 4. Financial statements. Collect statements for all bank accounts, investment accounts, retirement accounts, and any other financial assets owned by the deceased. These statements will help in valuing the estate and determining the overall financial picture. 5. Real estate documents. Gather deeds, mortgage statements, and any other documents related to real estate owned by the deceased. These documents will be needed to transfer ownership of real property during the probate process. 6. Insurance policies. Locate any life insurance policies, as well as health, auto, and property insurance policies. These documents may contain important information about beneficiaries and coverage amounts. 7. Tax records. Gather the deceased individual's tax returns for the past few years. These records will be needed to file final income tax returns and to determine if any estate tax is due. 8. List of debts and liabilities. Compile a list of any outstanding debts, loans, or liabilities owed by the deceased. This information will be used to determine how debts should be paid off from the estate. 9. Personal identification documents. Collect the deceased's driver's license, social security card, and other forms of identification. These documents will be needed to verify the deceased's identity and to complete various administrative tasks. 10. Contact information. Make a list of names and contact information for beneficiaries, heirs, creditors, and any other relevant parties. Having this information readily available will help in communicating with all interested parties throughout the probate process. By gathering all the necessary documentation and information up front, you can help streamline the probate process and ensure that all necessary tasks are completed accurately and efficiently. It is advisable to consult with an experienced probate attorney to guide you through this process and to ensure compliance with all legal requirements. Selecting an executor and understanding their responsibilities. Choosing an executor is a crucial decision in the probate process, as this individual will be responsible for managing the estate and ensuring that the deceased's wishes are carried out. Here are some key points to consider when selecting an executor and understanding their responsibilities. Choosing the right executor. The executor should be someone trustworthy, organized, and capable of handling the responsibilities involved in settling an estate. This person could be a family member, friend, or professional such as a lawyer or financial advisor. It is important to select someone who is willing to take on the role and has the time and ability to fulfill the duties required. 2. Understanding the responsibilities. The executor is tasked with several important responsibilities, including, but not limited to, gathering and managing assets. The executor must locate and inventory all assets belonging to the deceased, such as property, bank accounts, investments, and personal belongings. They are responsible for managing these assets until they can be distributed to the beneficiaries. Paying debts and taxes. The executor is responsible for paying any outstanding debts of the deceased, as well as filing the necessary tax returns for the estate. This includes income tax, estate tax, and any other taxes that may be applicable. Distributing assets. Once all debts and taxes have been paid, the executor is responsible for distributing the remaining assets to the beneficiaries as outlined in the will. This must be done in accordance with the law and the wishes of the deceased. 3. Legal and financial knowledge. It is important for the executor to have a basic understanding of legal and financial matters, as they will be required to navigate complex legal processes and make important financial decisions on behalf of the estate. In some cases, it may be beneficial to seek the advice of a lawyer or financial advisor to ensure that all tasks are carried out correctly. 4. Communication and documentation. The executor must maintain clear communication with beneficiaries and other interested parties throughout the probate process. They should keep detailed records of all transactions, correspondence, and decisions made on behalf of the estate to ensure transparency and accountability. 5. Seeking professional assistance. In some cases, the responsibilities of an executor may be too overwhelming or complex for an individual to handle on their own. It is acceptable for the executor to seek assistance from professionals such as lawyers, accountants, or financial advisors to ensure that the estate is settled properly and in accordance with the law. Selecting an executor and understanding their responsibilities are critical aspects of the probate process. By choosing the right person for the job and ensuring they have the necessary knowledge and support, the estate settlement can proceed smoothly and efficiently. Filing the probate petition and notifying interested parties. Filing the probate petition is a crucial step in the probate process, as it officially initiates the legal proceedings for administering the estate of a deceased individual. This section will guide you through the process of filing the probate petition and notifying interested parties, ensuring that all necessary steps are taken to comply with legal requirements and effectively manage the estate. 1. Preparation of the probate petition. Before filing the probate petition, it is essential to gather all necessary documents and information related to the deceased individual's estate. This includes the death certificate, original will, if available, a list of assets and liabilities, and any relevant financial documents. The probate petition typically includes details such as the deceased individual's name, date of death, information about the executor or personal representative, a list of heirs and beneficiaries, and a general overview of the estate's assets and debts. 2. Filing the probate petition with the court. Once the probate petition is prepared, it must be filed with the probate court in the county where the deceased individual resided at the time of their death. The court will review the petition to ensure that it meets all legal requirements before proceeding with the probate process. Filing fees may be required when submitting the probate petition, so it is important to check with the court regarding the applicable fees and payment methods. 3. Notifying interested parties. After the probate petition is filed, interested parties must be notified of the probate proceedings. Interested parties typically include heirs, beneficiaries, creditors, and any other individuals or entities with a potential interest in the estate. Notification can be achieved through various methods, such as sending formal notices by mail, publishing a notice in a local newspaper, or using other approved forms of communication as required by state law. The purpose of notifying interested parties is to inform them of the probate proceedings, their rights and responsibilities, and how they can participate in the process if they wish to do so. 4. Compliance with legal timelines. It is essential to comply with all legal timelines and requirements when filing the probate petition and notifying interested parties. Failure to meet deadlines or provide proper notification may result in delays or complications in the probate process. Consulting with an experienced probate attorney can help ensure that all legal obligations are met and that the probate process proceeds smoothly and efficiently. Filing the probate petition and notifying interested parties are critical steps in the probate process that lay the foundation for effectively administering the estate of a deceased individual. By following the guidelines outlined in this section and seeking professional guidance when needed, you can navigate this process with confidence and ensure the proper management of the estate. Handling any challenges or disputes that may arise during this stage. Handling any challenges or disputes that may arise during the probate process requires careful attention and strategic decision-making. Disputes can arise for a variety of reasons, such as disagreements over the validity of the will, claims by creditors, disputes among beneficiaries, or challenges to the executor's actions. It is important to address these challenges promptly and effectively to ensure a smooth probate process. 1. Validating the will. One common challenge is disputing the validity of the will. If a beneficiary or interested party believes that the will is invalid due to fraud, undue influence, or lack of capacity, they may contest the will in court. It is essential to gather evidence to support the validity of the will, such as witness testimony, medical records, or other relevant documents. 2. Creditor claims. Another challenge that may arise during probate is claims by creditors against the estate. Creditors have a limited time frame to file claims, and it is crucial to review and validate these claims to ensure they are legitimate. If there are disputes over the validity or priority of creditor claims, it may be necessary to seek court intervention to resolve the issue. 3. Beneficiary disputes. Disputes among beneficiaries can also complicate the probate process. Common issues include disagreements over the distribution of assets, interpretation of the will, or challenges to the executor's decisions. Mediation or negotiation may be helpful in resolving beneficiary disputes, but if an agreement cannot be reached, court intervention may be necessary to settle the matter. 4. Executor actions. Challenges to the executor's actions can also arise during probate. Beneficiaries may question the executor's handling of estate assets, accounting practices, or overall management of the estate. It is important for the executor to keep detailed records and communicate openly with beneficiaries to address any concerns that may arise. 5. Legal representation. In navigating challenges or disputes during the probate process, it is advisable to seek legal representation from an experienced probate attorney. An attorney can provide guidance on the relevant laws and procedures, represent your interests in court, and help you resolve disputes in a timely and efficient manner. Addressing challenges or disputes that arise during the probate process requires diligence, communication, and sometimes legal intervention. By staying organized, seeking professional advice when needed, and working towards amicable resolutions, you can navigate these challenges effectively and ensure a successful probate process. As we wrap up this video series, remember that while the probate process may seem complicated, with the right knowledge and preparation, you can navigate it smoothly and ensure your loved one's wishes are honored. Taking the time to gather the right documents, select a reliable executor, and follow each step carefully will make all the difference in avoiding unnecessary delays or conflicts. By initiating the probate process with confidence, you're not only fulfilling an important legal obligation, but you're also providing a sense of closure for everyone involved. If you're feeling uncertain or overwhelmed, know that you don't have to do it alone. There are professionals who can help guide you through each stage. Stay proactive, be patient, and trust the process. You've got this. And when you're ready, join us in the next video, where we'll dive deeper into the challenges that can arise during probate and how to overcome them. Thank you for watching.